Everyone in the watch world had heard whispers about it, but almost no one had actually seen one in person. Collectors spoke of it the way treasure hunters speak of maps, half myth, half obsession. Rolex never officially confirmed its existence, yet rumors circled endlessly through forums, private groups, and late-night conversations among enthusiasts. The watch was said to be a variation of the Submariner, crafted not for sale, but for something far more mysterious. An internal test project known only as the Ghost series. The story began in Geneva, nearly a decade earlier, when Rolex engineers were experimenting with a new alloy they believed could change the future of watchmaking. It was harder than oyster steel, lighter than titanium, and gave off a faint, almost spectral sheen. Only a few prototypes were produced. Each one was assembled by hand in a restricted workshop accessible to fewer than a dozen people. No marketing, no press release, no serial numbers entered into public records. Rolex intended them purely for research, never for public sale. But one prototype escaped. According to legend, during a corporate restructuring, a sealed testing unit containing one of the Ghost series Submariners was mislabeled as standard equipment and accidentally shipped to an authorized service center in Copenhagen. The technician who opened the box immediately sensed something was different. The case shimmered like steel touched by moonlight. The bezel felt impossibly smooth. The dial, matte black, reflected nothing. Even the lume glowed with an intensity he had never seen. He called Rolex headquarters. They told him they had no record of the reference number. They politely asked him to ship it back immediately. He didn't. Instead, he quietly stored it away, unsure what to do. For years, it sat hidden in a drawer, until the technician, nearing retirement, privately auctioned it to a longtime collector under a strict confidentiality agreement. That collector, a discreet Danish businessman, kept it locked in a safe and told almost no one. But word eventually escaped, and once it did, the watch community exploded. Forums speculated wildly. Some believed it was fake. Others insisted Rolex would never allow a rogue prototype to exist. A handful of blurry photos appeared online, always taken in dim lighting, always at strange angles. Of course, the owner denied releasing them, but by then the story had taken on a life of its own. Prices were rumored to reach 7 figures. Then 8. Private dealers spoke of wealthy buyers flying across continents simply for the chance to verify whether the watch was real. But the Danish collector refused every offer. "It's not for sale," he would say, calm and unshaken. "Some things are meant to be admired, not traded." As the legend grew, it quietly tightened internal policies, increased prototype tracking, and refused to comment publicly. The absence of confirmation only added fuel to the fire. Soon, the Ghost series prototype became the ultimate forbidden object. Not just rare, restricted. A watch you could desire, dream about, and obsess over, but never buy. Everything changed one winter evening when the collector finally agreed to show it, once and only once, to a small group of trusted enthusiasts at a private gathering in Zurich. Phones were banned, cameras sealed away, only eyes and memory allowed. Every attendee would later describe the same experience, holding something that didn't feel like a watch, but a secret. The case metal felt unnaturally smooth, almost warm. The weight was perfect. The seconds hand glided with an eerie silence. Under light, the alloy refused to shine. It absorbed reflections as if swallowing them. Someone whispered, "This feels like the watch Rolex built for itself, not for us." After the viewing, the collector placed the watch back into its protective box, locked it, and walked out without another word. To this day, no one knows where it is. Perhaps in a safe beneath Copenhagen, perhaps already passed down to an heir sworn to silence. Rolex, as always, remains silent, and so the legend survives. A Rolex that represents perfection, secrecy, and the one truth every collector knows deep down: sometimes the rarest treasure is the one you can never own.